Hi, this is Mk3 with the final reveal of my Challenger 1 Mark III. I have noticed just before I was going to start doing this is I have forgot to put the black smoke effect around the exhaust, which I will do, which actually would come out in a similar pattern to that and just spread a little bit further back. You can see in a lot of photographs, so I'm happy with that. I can do that later, and I won't do another reveal for this, for that part. But everything's been done. I've done the sanding over the vehicle, so there's white sand laying all dotted all over the place, and on the turret roof you'll see it when I do a top view down all the way round. I've actually done all the periscopes with their wipers. The driver's one has got a wiper on it. I think you might just be able to see. Yeah, you can. I think you can see in the video. I will go a bit closer later on to show you. There is the wipers on there, and there's also wipers all round the actual turret commander's hatch. And there was meant to be some wipers in the actual doghouse at the front, but the only problem is the actual PE didn't have it. So if I'd have known that, I would have actually got some very thin PE and made it myself and put it under there, but it would be too awkward to get in there unless I take that bit to bits. So I've just left it without them, but I really wished I could have done it with PE at the beginning. So never mind, it's just life the way it goes. But you can see it's quite, it looks really busy. What I did notice that some photographs showed the wipers in with black arms, and some showed it with, a lot of them showed it with the actual colour of the tank as well. So I left it black because I think they stand out that they're actually there. But if sometime in the future I decide to do them, the hatches actually completely lift off, and I can actually deal with that. I actually done the lamp on the front of the gun. I don't know if you're going to see that in a minute, but as you can see it there, what I did is I used chrome paint inside, the old Mk3 one, chrome there, let it dry, and then I filled it with micro crystal clear, let it dry, and that cleared up, and it gives you that feeling that it's actually a light, which it should be. So that's okay. It says silver in the actual kit instruction, but that's a light, so that come out right. It's all fitted in place there now. Coming round, I think you can see now I've got the water canisters in. They've got dusted up. We've got a bit of dust on them. They're not strapped in, and I noticed a lot of the Challengers, even in the Golf, didn't seem to have them strapped in. But and I presume because of the weight of the water in there, that can would have stayed there anyway. I may put a strap on it later on both of them, but at the moment I'm quite happy because I'd like to get on with my KV2, which you may have seen the video of. I've just put up what I'm building next. So also done the drums, as you can see, nice dusty effect on those all over. I actually use dry pigments on this, and I've touched it, and none of it comes off. I mean, it's not a kit I'll be touching a lot on a regular basis anyway, but yeah, it's come quite nice. I'm quite pleased there. Then I get round the back, and I don't know whether it's going to work. If I pull that slightly forward, I might be able to turn it all the way around. Yeah, I can now. If you come round to the back now, I think you can see now I've got the canvas on there, and I've actually got the actual strap going down overhanging slightly, because some of them are overhanging, some of them weren't. So that's the canvas on there, and the reason I've got canvas on there because there's no stowage as such for this tank. I think Switch have got hold of some, but they're massive packs, and to be honest, I don't think they would have carried them in the tank or in any of this. They've got the storage box in the back that's covered up as well, so there would have been things in these baskets, but as there's no storage, I thought myself, I've seen the photographs in the Golf with them actually with covers over and straps, so I've gone with it. And the one in the museum at Bovington's got straps as well, so it was backed up with that. So there we go. Coming around to this bit, you see I left the light on there. I just like it. It just gives a bit of a different colour definition. I know it wouldn't have been correct, but perhaps it would have been in a depot if it was running around for warning, but I like it and I've left it there, but it does lift in and out, so there's no issues there. Done the ammunition boxes now. Forgot all about those. Painted it up, painted the ammo boxes green, and then put the decals on. They come out really nice. As I say, I want to do some close-up photographs, so it gives you a bit better look at it. But there you go. And then I've got my storage basket here. I think you can see with the three straps coming down, and it does look the part. I think Switcher said about that as well, and that was a 3 straps, and that's what it is. And that's how it is on the real Challenger at Bovington, and it's also, I've seen it in photographs with the straps in them positions in the Golf as well, so that was okay. Yep, and moving around. And you can see that I've got the actual camouflage net folded up the top. It's still there. It's just sitting in there. It fits in lovely. I've done that. I was going to put something there, but I've left it off. I could have put a cover on that, but I decided not to. And that would have been straps coming in and tying in through the actual meshing of the basket. I've seen that as well. So, but in this particular case, I'm just going to leave it like that because, you know, at the end of the day, it looks quite nice like that as well. So, coming back. Now, I'm going to switch off now, and I'm going to come back in a couple of seconds. So, to you, it'll just be over in a flash. Back in a minute. Oh, I'm back now. So anyway, it's a top view. As you can see, the engine deck received some wash to actually give the impression of the grills and something's underneath. I did that on all the little grills with a bit of wash. I think it worked out really well. Everything on the top, you can see, it's got a bit of rust here. Actually, someone said it might not have been rust, but it could have been, and it's exactly the way it looks on the real Challengers that I've seen. So that's what I've done. But someone said it. I think Steve Mottram might mention it might be sand that's got around the fuel and then made it change that colour. I actually personally think it is like a rust. It's come off of it, but that's what it looks like on a lot of the pictures I've seen. So I went with it on both sides, slightly different on each one, and it ran down the side a little bit. So I was quite happy with that. Coming around, I think you'll see a bit more. If I reverse it round there, you'll see what I mean by the thing. There we go. And there you can see the baskets a lot clearer. These aerials are carbon fibre ones, and they come from Armour. I've got another pack here. They're nice. There they are. So if you freeze that and you want them, they're good. They're actually carbon fibre, really good. And you get five in the actual bundle. Really worth it. I've got 3 bundles of it because I've got a few modern vehicles. Also bought this now. I could have used this on that tank, but these are the replacement ones. On some vehicles you don't always get a good one, but these are actually the actual aerial holders for British vehicles. It's really good stuff. It's the A189 accessory aerial bases by Clansman. 12 vehicles it does. There's 12 bits and pieces here to do. So mind you, some of them have got 2. But anyway, you can see what I mean. So quite happy with that. And I'm going to come round to the front a little bit so you can see a bit more of the front hopefully, or this side. And there you can see what I've done with the actual the roof on this side. Now this hatchet opens completely. Now I've got 2 figures, as you know. I haven't done those and I might not do them yet, but I will when I eventually do them. I'll do them as a little separate video to show what I did with them, and then I'll show you this vehicle with them sitting in the hatches at some point in the future. And that's what I will do, because I do want to do some figures for this one, because I think it'd look really nice with those crews sitting on, one sitting on the hatch and the other one's sort of coming out through the through the gunner's hatch. So there you go. So I'm going to move down now further. So I'm going to switch off a second now, so it won't be long back. See you in a minute. Right, this part of the video you can actually see the more of what I did with the commander's hatch. You can actually see the window wipers on it, actually on there all the way through. They are reversed. They are from the base coming up and going across, so that's quite nice. And so I just thought I'd give you a closer view of that. You can see they're all the way round, and there you can see a bit of the actual torch or lamp that's actually on the machine gun. Presumably it's obviously for defensive fire, actually seeing exactly where they're firing at in some particular case, especially if people are up and close. But anyway, so that's done. There you go. I think you can see that. So I'm quite happy with that. I'm pleased, and the video does show that what I can see on the small screen. So on the larger screen, when I check it later, it should look nice. So there you go. So basically, that is my Challenger 2. I'm just going to switch off now and come back in a couple of seconds. See you in a minute. Well, there you are. That's the basically final reel of my Challenger, and I'm pleased with her. Like I said, I've just got to do that black exhaust at the back. That's not a problem. I can get the airbrush around there and deal with that. Very light onto it, coating over the top of that bit of rust. So I'm pretty pleased with it. I'm looking forward to the Challenger 2 in the future, because I'm going to make sure I get enough wipers for the actual commander's hatch to actually do the actual doghouse at the front as well, just there. So it's actually got all wipers on, including the little one over here. There's a wiper on that, I'm presuming, and there wasn't one in the kit again, so on that Folk P8 set. So there you go. So thank you for watching this, and look out for my KV2 video. That should be it's already uploaded, so if you want to have a look at that, that is my next build. Now I will be doing some photographs of the actual sprues on that, so You will see that. Excuse me, I've got a bit of a chest wind there. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one. Happy modelling.